But we really, it's physically, yes, but spiritually, no. We grow from the wise child. If we don't properly control our growth, we digress into the aged, old, feeble-minded individual, the baby,
Mm.
right? So they use the Benjamin Button to give you an extreme exaggeration of how it worked in hopes that you can put together the simplified formula of the equation, right? So you build a man from the boy, right? But when the man falls, he becomes the feeble minded, elderly, broke down vessel, the aged baby. What's it called? It progeria is the disorder.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Progeria. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
that's the disorder that make the babies look like they elderly,
Oh.
which is actually an extraterrestrial trait inherited from great aliens with faulty genetics that broke down over time.
Wow.
Progeria, also known as Hutchinson-Gilford syndrome, is an extremely rare progressive genetic disorder that causes children to age rapidly, starting in their first 2 years of life. Holy shit! Children with progeria generally appear normal at birth. Bro, you
Hit
just
images.
I
Yeah.
you
remember a movie like that. Robin Williams played a baby or something like that. He was aging real fast.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They die about 12. They'd be lucky to make 12, 13 or something like that.
I think the oldest one ever lived was 20.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even know that.
Okay. So yeah. That's what's up.
Okay, so now Mother Nature gave you a parallel, a comparative analysis mechanism.
Mm.
This is why we always comparing her butt to her butt, her knockers to her knockers, right? Because we need something to compare something to in order to recognize difference. So the enemy came in using the religious dogma as the seeds of dissension to create, divide, and conquer, which gives us these doctrines that we going over now. It was a military strategy hidden under the pretense of a spiritual solution.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, this story gets deeper.
The story definitely gets deeper. So we could stay on that one. With
Yeah.
all four of us, we could stay in this one slide and just yap it up for a whole long time. So just for the sake of continuance, we'll keep it moving. But it's getting deep already the way it is. So yeah, let's move forward because these gems are gonna be dropped today. All right,
Indeed.
you gonna learn a day, because people are always wondering, like, damn, what are we going, what are we gonna do today?
You
Well,
gonna learn today.
that's what we gonna do.
That's Black Girl Magic talking. I don't know who that was. So every time I get ready to do a class that's going to be unloading a massive amount of information, Black Girl Magic come through and she tell me, y'all gonna learn us. We gonna
Oh,
learn y'all something today.
shit. Did he say a massive amount of information? Damn, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go get some more paper.
So anytime I'm so imagine I'm like a puppet, right?
Yeah.
And the puppet master for the day is the one who's telling me how to teach the class. So today we sponsored by Black Girl Magic,
Yes. Yes.
right? So Black Girl Magic, she tired of playing the games. So she say she gonna learn these motherfuckers something one way or another. And I say, okay, what do you want me to teach them? And then she give y'all the knocks. When y'all knock, she say, let them have
Boom. Yeah,
Most definitely.
that's
Sis,
why I'm here.
do you want to tell us about the colostrum right quick?
Yep. And I'm gonna earn my knocks.
Go ahead,
So
sis.
in the brain or cranium, there's a cerebrum or a horn. And within the cerebrum, we find that the colostrum or Santa slash Satan claws, it sits in the middle of your temple or most high organ within the carnal body. So from this colostrum, there's a secretion or brain fluid produced every 28 days and most potent during the celestial events of every 23rd of December to the 25th, and the day your solar and lunar signs align or your birth. So this fluid or secretion is an oil, which is old times, which in old times, such as the Greeks, was called the Christos, or now known as the Christ. So this secretion marks its travels from the colostrum down the spine as it learns and collects all information on its descent or fall to its lowest form.
Facts, facts. Who wants a shot at this first off the top before I get in it?
So if you notice that this word colostrum is similar to the first suckle of the baby from the mother's teat called the colostrum.
The colostrum, yes. Teach, holy shit, yes. Okay.
Right now, the reason why a lot of us is having problems with the children because the pair binding is broken at the colostrum feeding to the newborn baby. The cycle is supposed to be the baby is born, you clear the mouth, you put them on the teeth, drink the colostrum. The colostrum, when it goes through the baby's system, sends a hormone through the baby's body, which also is infusing it with genetic memory, biological self defense that we call antibiotics. It's giving them an immune system. And it's also telling them the program of the mother so that he can understand his own program. All this is the first information fed to the child externally after birth from the mother. Now, once the chemicals in the baby's body is hormonally released, they feed the information back through the umbilical cord, and this colostrum represents the spinal cord, right? Because this colostrum travels up the spinal cord to the brain, right? So in the uterus being a portal, it's sending a signal from the child into the walls of the mother's vagina through the placenta, right? And once this happens, then it sends the mother's brain, just like this colostrum right here is sending this secretion to the brain. This sends the same response to the mother's brain to facilitate actual parental pair bonding with mother and child that's been deprived through clipping the umbilical cord and slapping them on the ass.
Facts, bro. You blew my mind with that colostrum because that is the most important part of the milk itself. You know that's what activates the building process of the baby's brain. You know, when they start doing all the new learning and all that stuff. That was deep. That was definitely deep. Sister Salima, you want to add something, sis?
No.
No. All right, Sister Yasini.
I'm good.
All right. So yeah, from just to add value to what the brother just added, this essence that it travels, it states that is falling, it's pretty much the story of Lucifer, just as the crystals is the story of the Christ. It's also the story of Lucifer and my apologies of Samael and his fall into earth, and as when he becomes Lucifer, is that travel down your spine as it goes down and falls all the way to its lowest point where it
You mentioned Samael. That's it's an anagram, and it's a word problem. It's a secret in the open. The fall of Samael is the Sa priestesses that they call Gorgons in Greece. The Ma on Samael represents the sacred mother who they replaced with a man in drag. L is the definite article, but it also tells you the culprit, the dirty Moor.
Wow. I've heard of different breakdowns of the name Samael, but that one just did a thing. For me, it was because I didn't know the sa part. I knew about the ma and the l, but I couldn't connect the sa to anything. Just yeah, that
Okay, if you type in the letters essay under images on Google, it's going to give you a symbol of the Sa priestesses. These were the doulas.
okay, okay,
And
hold
it's going to almost look like a bread tie rolled up without the bread loaf on it. And the Sa priestesses, they rank from 1 to 10. Medusa means 10th Sa priestess.
on. Okay.
That's not it. Put Egyptian behind it. There you go. The first one. You see how it look like a rope that's knotted?
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the symbol of the Sa priestesses.
Mm.
These were the doulas.
Okay.
They were what they call them birth maidens in the literature. But the doula job is so underrated because she was one of the most coveted priestess to have in your community. Because she could come into a woman's life, listen to her life story, and tell her how to put her whole life on the path to her best life.
Mm.
You see
Okay.
it there in association with the Ankh, right?
Right, right. Yeah, I was noticing that.
Right. Now, there's a male priesthood called the Ba priesthood. If you put in Ba where you got Sa, it's going to give you a different symbol. It's going to be a circle on the stick. The bird, you see, he will be carrying it in his hand. You see the double bird right there, what he got in his hand?
Yeah, I see what he got in his hands. Hold on, let me get a better one. I gotta find a better one. Hold on. Man, the pictures are too small. But keep going, brother. I'm gonna look for a better picture.
Okay, so the Ba priestess, the highest rank you can be is a Baba. Baba mean great father, right?
Hey,
And the highest rank is the Maha Avatar Babaji, meaning the greatest of the great fathers, right? Then that's the teaching of the Kriya Yoga, which is raising the flame up. You see that symbol right there is called the Ba.
Mm.
okay, okay. You teaching your ass off.
Is it is
So
it um is it polarized to the ma, or it's got some
it's
other?
a different priesthood.
Okay.
It's just a different priesthood. The Psi priestesses are the women who became known as nuns in the Catholic Church.
Mm. Okay.
They were the Psi priestesses, and that was their symbol. And the counter symbol to them was the staff of Tahuti, the winged serpent. or the caduceus.
Right.
The modern medicine stole the symbols because they stole all our symbols because we can read the symbols subconsciously, which will draw us to the places of their destruction.
Mm. Damn.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's yeah, you went there. You went there with, that's my son's name, Samael.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Taz, did we read the other part of the display in white? And is different from what I read, correct?
Oh yeah. You talking about the picture?
Yeah, because I see some things that I might wanna continue on.
Yeah, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. We could get on with, because on the right side we
So,
have a little it's like a meme that gives an explanation of whoever was this meme, whoever did the meme of how the rising and the falling of the secretion and what it represents. And I go deep into this breakdown in my science of the sacred secretion. So I encourage you to go check that out. But go ahead, sis. Do your thing.
yeah, so I see the raising of the chrism, or Santa Claus, Joseph, Mary, and the crucifixion. So
Right.
number one, the pineal gland representing Joseph secretes the milk. The pituitary is Mary, and she secretes the honey.
Right.
So both from the same source, the colostrum or Santa Claus. Okay, so we seeing that they don't just be making up shit; they just be stealing shit.
That's a physics description of a stellar event.
Mm,
So you just gave the reference to Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, right?
yes,
Joseph is the assumed father
right,
of a stepchild,
Facts.
yes.
right? And Mary is the mother of the child.
Mm-hmm,
And in Revelation, they call this child the son of the morning.
mm-hmm,
So it's telling you about the winter solstice and the first day of the solar return after the solstice. The sun, as the mother looks over her, as Mary looks over her earth belly, she sees between her legs the rising of the sun. As the doctor raises the baby up, for the mother to see him for the first time after he's been birthed. It's a physics formula, but it's described as it's or disguised as a fairy tale.
mm,
So
Okay.
it's teaching you astrogeometry. So now you're starting to learn to read the earth with the stars using the formula, but they spooked you out and told you it meant something else.
Facts. 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 But
mm.
go ahead, sis. You could finish up the thing. You be
Yeah,
aware that the numbers are not in chronological order. If you could see
right.
it.
I'm gonna go in the chronological order though.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Cool.
gonna take two next.
Okay.
So the two sacred oils travel down into the solar plexus via the semilunar ganglion, pneumogastric nerve.
Facts.
Okay. Number
Okay.
three.
Can we
Okay,
talk about number two for a minute?
Go ahead.
please.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you notice it said the two fluids,
Yes.
right? It's talking about what's called the gold liquid and the silver liquid.
Mm,
Facts. Facts. Facts.
The silver liquid is
The methane.
basic cerebral spinal fluid.
Yeah.
mm,
The gold elixir is called the KRST, KRST,
Okay.
mm,
You hold on.
right? Now, the brain automatically pump the silver liquid, which is the semilunar ganglia. The silver liquid is governed by the system of the moon.
mm-hmm,
The solar elixir, the gold elixir, is governed by the sun,
mm-hmm,
right? So now you raising the sun over the moon. which is a son that's rising up to rule, as the daughter wasn't fit.
Mm.
It's a physics formula for a certain time of the year.
Wow.
This is when Libra is placed between Virgo and Scorpio to separate the zodiac signs, because the enmity was put between the sun and his seed and her seed, the Scorpio and the Virgin or the Virgo. Virgo being represented by Venus, and Venus is the bright morning star, not the other star, which is Mercury, that comes on the heels of Venus. So the sun follows the mother over the horizon. This is Horus rising, right? So this is talking about the physics formula for the solar rays and the lunar rays' effect on your awakening, being told in the story of the elixir, because the physiological function, as within, so without, as above, so below.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, Rod, that led me to a question.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm not too off, but when we're talking about the moon, wasn't there a time when it wasn't here?
Yeah.
Because I keep seeing it tied into the female or our body or our stories or our information.
The
How
story,
is it?
the story of them placing the moon there is when it say in Genesis that the woman will traverse in labor, right?
Mhm.
That's because they put something there to control her cycle, to take the control away from her by artificial means.
Damn.
This is the death of Lilith, because the moon of Saturn is Lilith. And that's the energy that the women were synced at, where they was controlling when they gave birth and when they used their cycle and when they didn't come on the cycle.
And
So
Okay.
they put the battleship up there called the moon, and they synced it to the Dark Knight satellite for the